So today we're going to be working on a question that I asked from ChatGPT, and it's simply just asking, it's a coding question. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off by building our algorithm, and then we'll go into uh, building the program over here. And yeah, really excited to try this out. Alright, so let's get right into it. I'm going to explain everything, but the first thing we're going to do is just read it. And the first thing we're going to identify from this problem is the output. So what the program is going to give to us. Okay, so you work at a chocolate factory where chocolates are packed into boxes. Each box can hold 15 chocolates. Additionally, there are special gift boxes that can only hold 5 chocolates each. You need to pack as many full boxes as possible before using any of the gift boxes. So create a chocolate factory application that prompts the users for the total number of chocolate and calculates how many full regular boxes can be packed, how many full gift boxes. So remember, regular boxes hold 15 chocolates and the gift or special boxes hold 5 chocolates. And so we just need to figure out the amount for each one of them. And after that, we need to figure out how many chocolates, if there are any, remaining, will be left unboxed, because you can't add them to these packages without having one be above 15 or 5, depending on the type of box, right? So here's how it kind of visualized everything. And yeah, I'm really excited to try this out. It's all integers, by the way, because as you can see, it's all full. You can't have half, you can't have half of a chocolate. You're gonna always have a full chocolate bar, right? Especially in a context of a factory. Maybe if you were like at home, you might split it, but in a factory, they're always gonna ship like a full box, or sorry, a full bar of chocolate, right? So logically, we'll know that the data types all are going to be integers because they're all going to be a whole number. Okay, so we got that one piece down. Let's look at the output. So the output in this case is literally right here, because this is talking about what the program will do for us, right? Because the output is what the program does. Okay, what the program does. Now, in this case, is going to be the regular boxes. I should say the amount. So being specific here, don't say just regular boxes of chocolate, say the amount, right? Talk about what it does, right? The amount of regular boxes. You should actually write this down on a piece of paper if you can. And then the variable name that I'm going to assign it to will be just regular underscore, just regular, right? And then we also want to just specify the specific type, which is going to be integer. I already I already explained my rationale behind that. Okay, next one is going to be the amount of gift boxes for remaining chocolates. It's a very, very important thing, and I'll explain why when we get into the computation part. But remaining chocolates. So it's not based off of the total that we get from the input, which we're going to do literally right after this. But okay, this is going to be a variable as well. And this variable is going to be called gift. And it's also going to be an integer. Okay, now the next output is going to be how many of the chocolates that are left unboxed. So you could say any remaining chocolates left. So the amount of chocolates left unboxed remaining number. this is the variable name I'm gonna call this. It's just left over. And it's also going to be an integer. Now for the input side of things, this is what the user needs to give for the program to work, right? This is information that the program needs in order to compute, right? To get our output and to do what that program needs to do. And this is all going to be from the user, right? You're going to give this information into the program. So in our case, it's just going to be the total amount of chocolate produced. And for the variable name, you can just call it chocolate underscore total, and then an integer. It's an integer. Okay. Alright, so now what we're going to do is, so that's the output and the input, and then now we're going to do the computation part. Okay, so for the computation part, what we're going to do is we're going to take the, now here's where it actually starts, starts getting a little bit complicated. So what we're going to need to do, so I'll just move this to the side a bit. So it's asking us to figure out how many, the first thing that we need to figure out is how many of the 4 regular boxes can be packed. This is essentially asking us how many groups of 15 can we make, because we need to make groups of 15, which is a group would be 1 box, right? And these 15 chocolates, we need to see how many times we can make these groups of 15 chocolates until we physically can't anymore. So it's gonna be either 15 or under, right? Or sorry, it's gonna be like 14 or under. My bad, because you can't have 14 in a group. Sorry, it should be 16 and over. My bad. If you have 16 or over, it wouldn't work, right? Because then it wouldn't make the cut of 15, right? But anyways, let me actually try this out. So to do that, we're going to use the integer division. So let's use 94 chocolates, right? So let me come back here. So don't worry about any of this. This is from before. But 15, right? So here it says 6. Now what does this 6 mean? It means that within 94 chocolates, we can have 6 regular boxes, which essentially means that in 94 you can make 6 groups of 15. All right. Now to see what's left over, right, because there are definitely numbers left over, we use a percentage, which is just a remainder. This is all on the basis of long division. And if I look here, you'll see that there's 4 left over. So now if I do this number, the 4, and divide it by 5, you can see that 0. So this is how many can be added to the special gift boxes, and you can see that that's going to be 0. And then, looking at this, whatever remains after this is going to be 4, right? So we would just take this 4 and use that. So we would use this as the leftover chocolates, right? Because what we essentially did was we did this operation which gave us 0, and therefore since it gave us 0, we still had those 4 left over, right? Because when you subtract it, you'd still have the 4, right? And so what we're doing is we're going to take this 4 and put it in the leftover chocolates, because the full gift boxes didn't take it, right? So you still have them, right? Like pretend I had like 10 chocolates, and then Jimmy took away 8. I'll still have those 2, right? So yeah. Okay, so let's actually show this in our computation now. I'm just gonna write it down here. So it's just gonna be so the regular So the amount of regular boxes is going to be this over here. So it's going to be the chocolate. Oops. Total, and then integer division by the by 15. That's going to be our regular amount. Now for our gift box of amount, we're going to take the remainder. So we're actually going to have to make a remainder. So I'm going to say remainder underscore regular. So I'm just assigning a new variable, calling it remainder underscore regular. I'm writing this on paper, by the way, because I want to like write down my algorithm, and then I'll do it on the computer. But so it's gonna be remainder underscore regular, and that's just gonna have the remaining amount of chocolates that were not grouped into that group of 15, right? And then so we can take this and then use it with the to figure out how much gift boxes there are, right? So we're just gonna take the remainder. So again, it's the same logic that I talked about of the regular. And then again, we're gonna figure out how many groups of 5 we can make, and then we're gonna take the remainder of the gift. Or sorry, we're gonna figure out how many are left over now, so we don't need to do that with the remainder of gift. We just need to figure out how many are left over, which will come from the operation to figure out the full gift boxes, because anything of the remainder of this, or the numbers that cannot be put into a specific group, they are going to be the leftover chocolates, because there's no other boxes to be grouped in. So this is just going to be leftover, which is going to be remainder underscore regular, and then modulus 5. So use modulus division for remainder. Okay, let's actually try this out now. So input is going to be chocolate underscore total, and that's just going to be an input. Enter the amount, not amount spent on chocolate, amount of chocolates produced. Okay, that's chocolate, and that's chocolate total. Then for the computation bit, the regular amount is gonna have the chocolate in total, and then we're gonna group it into 15, and then we're gonna figure out how many of the chocolates are left after being packaged into the regular. So as you can see, they did it for me. Here you go, do the same thing again, and then for the leftover, it's going to be, there you go, remainder underscore regular. And then now all we need to do is just print this out. So we're going to print the full regular boxes first. Full regular boxes. And it's going to be regular. And then we're going to print full, no, it's not small actually, my bad, it's going to be gift. So gift boxes, and it's going to be gift. Then we're going to print leftover chocolate, and then that's going to have our leftovers. So if I run this now, 94 is what we thought about. So as you can see, 6, 0, and 4. Let's try another one, 109, like something like that. So you can see that this actually is going to give us a perfect amount. So if I do 15, you can see that it gives us perfect amount. There's no change, or there's no like decimals. That means that all of the chocolate is going to be used for the regular boxes. There's none left, so none can go into the gift boxes, right? Because we're using all of them up. But if we do like some sort of like odd number like that, then you can see that they will be put into gift boxes, but then there's still some leftover chocolate. that, I don't know, maybe can go on discount or put into warehouses or whatever. Now let's go ahead and comment our code. Very, very important. The inputs of the program, the computation bit, which calculates printing our results out to the user, making a there we go. Okay, so there we go. So now let me try this again. So it goes that there's just that one space. This makes it look a little bit neater. Okay, let me put this into. Oops, I'm gonna need that for later. Let me just put this into my output. Not my output formatting. I'll put in my input in. Okay, I'll put in my output formatting. Chocolate. WillyWonka. I'm gonna call it WillyWonka for fun. If you guys didn't know, WillyWonka is like a chocolate thing. Like a chocolate factory owner. Kind of funny. This guy made him. But anyways, yeah, there we go. We're done.